Hey everybody, Don Perlman Unveil the Web. So as you can see, it's Dress Down Friday. Gotta love Dress Down Fridays, right? Well, today I want to talk with you about what if you could increase your blog by 5%, meaning the quality of your writing. Would the quality translate into a better reader experience, to a higher conversion experience for your business? Now, my thought comes from Kevin Duncan today over at Be a Better Blogger. He's got a whole thing on his website right now about how he felt he wasn't allowing guest bloggers to literally contribute the best content to his blog that they could possibly write. And he was probably right. So the question is, how are they going to increase their blogging efficiency, their blogging content, the quality of that content by a minimum of 5%? And as I began thinking through this, it began to dawn on me, because this is what I do, right? It began to dawn on me really quickly that improving by 5% is going to be extremely challenging and extremely hard for many people. Now, they might be able to button up the structure of their blog. They might be able to write a little bit better or grammatically better. There's maybe some things they could do there that might increase that blog by 1 or 2%. But getting to 5% for most of these folks is going to be very hard. And here's why, in my opinion. Number one, most of us have no idea about the business that we're really in. We have no idea about who our true customers are or our prospects at the most deep base fundamental level. Now, we understand broadly is not a problem, but specifically, that's a big problem. Most of us can't say that, you know what, I've gotten to the process that I understand. I want to talk to a single mom who just graduated from college and is starting a first-time business and failing miserably. See, I mean, it's not going to be a broad article. That type of thing is going to be highly targeted and highly specific. And the problem with too many blog articles is they're still too broad. Now, they have good content, but it doesn't leave me with what do I do with that content as the reader if I don't feel it's relevant to me. And most blog articles, I'm just going to be honest, are not very relative to their readers. And many of you are probably listening or watching right now and you're going, well, mine are. But I would bet $1 million that if I got a chance to talk with you and go through your blog, you would realize that it's not. Too many of us are way too broad because, number one, we don't know the tangible values that people experience and how they feel about that experience when they do business with us. And that's why we blog, right? We blog to create competency so that that competency over time begins to translate to them having a thirst or a hunger to want to learn more from us, and then we get an opportunity to do something for them in a business environment. So what are the tangible values? How do people experience your business, and how do they feel about that experience? Secondly, what are the very specific problems that each tangible value solves? And I mean really, really specific. And then third, who are the specific people that you're solving those problems for? Again, I kind of gave a hint to that a minute ago. You got to go really deep and really, really specific for each problem, because you may have a single problem that has 4, 5, 10, 15 different highly targeted audiences for that problem. And I'm going to share with you right now that there is no way that you can write a broad article that talks to all of them. You might have, for just one problem in one person, 4 different highly targeted pieces of content for that one person, because you don't know which one of those pieces is going to pull the heartstring, which one they're going to connect with, which one they're going to go, oh my gosh, that's me, how did they know? And folks, that's what you're after. You're after the, oh my gosh, how did they know factor. Because if you can get to that, oh my gosh, how did they know factor, you now have got to that 5% that Kevin's talking about, in my opinion. That's what we're after. It's not just about great writing and stories and storytelling. It's about how are we so relevant to the audience that they're going, that's me. Oh my gosh, that's me. And what do I do with that? So that's really, in my mind, how do you get to that 5%? So today I want to challenge you with that. How are you thinking about the tangible values, meaning what do people experience and how do they feel about the experience? Who are you specifically solving the problems for inside each individual tangible value? And what are those problems that each person's going through? Now, I messed those two up in the video, but understand that's really the process. Tangible value, the specific problem that you're solving, who you're solving that problem for. And then when you can go through and start grouping these and seeing it, you can actually understand the business that you're really in, so that in every single thing you write, you have a clear, concise, coherent message. And when you do that, that hits your 5% marker, and everything then after that changes. Folks, I've seen it happen in people that I've worked with over and over again. If you can get that clear, if you can be that concise, if you can be that specific, you're giving yourself an opportunity to excel and shine and be considered one of the best bloggers and writers, videoers, podcasters, whatever kind of content you're creating, you might be considered some of the best of all time, because that's how clear you are.